And with that, I'm going to hand it off to my colleague, Mary Beth, and she's going to walk you through Dansko. So thank you so much, and I'll see you guys later.
Great. Thank you so much, Amy. We are, there we go, just a little technical little thing there, but we are all set. Hi, everyone. I'm Mary Beth Golden, and I'm with Jam Collective. We are here today to chat with our client, Dansko. Dansko has been around for over 30 years and is a favorite among doctors, teachers, the hospitality industry, and has really evolved not only in comfort, but in style. So we're really excited to chat through the brand today. There's a Q&A on the bottom, of course, that you can all drop your questions in as we go. And we are going to introduce now Kitty Bollinger, who's the Vice President of Sales at Dansko, to chat through the brand history and the styles.
Welcome to Dansko. I'm glad to be able to spend a few minutes with you today to walk you through a little bit about the history of our company, but also about some of the innovative new product that we're introducing into the marketplace. Our founder story is one that we're very proud of because it was an aha moment type of story. Mandy Cabot and Peter Kellerup were visiting Peter's native country, Denmark, and Mandy bought a pair of professional clogs, as you can see here. She wore them all day, and all of a sudden she started to think to herself, these are the most comfortable shoes I've ever worn. My toes can wiggle, I have arch support, I'm not feeling any leg pain or exhaustion, and they've been walking around all day. And she decided that she wanted to share this incredible discovery with her sisters. She has a couple of them and her friends. And so she brought some of the professional clog back to the US and distributed amongst family and friends. More and more people asked her, hey, can I get a pair? Where can I get a pair? And she and Peter realized that they were onto something really special. They started Dansko, Danish shoe is what that means, over 30 years ago, as Mary Beth mentioned. And ever since then, they've been constantly challenging themselves. How do we keep that promise of comfort and support into all of the footwear we introduce? One of the reasons that we knew it was a really important element of the footwear is because healthcare workers, as Mary Beth mentioned, adopted it very early on. They recognized that they were on their feet all day and they wanted to be comfortable. Education, hospitality, these other workers started to gravitate towards the brand. And so we started to have fun, and we have different materials that we use on the professional clog. But Mandy and Peter realized that people were wearing more than just clogs, that people wanted to wear sandals, and they wanted to wear boots, and they wanted to wear shoes, all of which they wanted to make sure still had that comfort element and the arch support that came from the original professional clog. And so as a brand, we have expanded from the clog company. And yes, we still do have fun with clogs. This is a recent introduction called the Lucy, which is sort of your cozy, comfy clog. It's boiled wool. It's got an EVA outsole, so it's really cushiony underfoot. Still, though, has Dansko Natural Arch, which is our way of making sure that you get that arch support no matter whether it's a comfy clog or the original professional clog. But one of the other things as we expanded in our offerings, and we did, as I said, sandals, boots, shoes, we started to notice that our customer was our greatest advocate. Word of mouth was integral to the success and expansion of Dansko. So if she was talking about us, we wanted to hear what she was saying. So we got into the pattern of having occasional surveys with our customers, really digging into consumer reviews, watching now what she says about us or how she wants to engage with us on social media. We're always listening to her to see what is she interested in. A couple of years ago, molded footwear, molded clogs specifically, had a resurgence. Our customer was interested in the idea because she thought, well, clogs, Dansko should be able to participate here. And our product development team said, what can we do to make this different than everything else that's on the market? And they realized the best thing we could do was make a clog, a molded clog, that also had a sustainability element. And so the cane clog was born. It was introduced into the market at the beginning of 2021, although it was in the works for over a year before that. The cane clog is unique because it is It has a sustainability story. It's an I'm green story. It's made of over 50% bio-based carbon negative EVA. So it's lightweight, it's cute, it's right on the trend of molded clogs. We were able to introduce yet again that footbed with the Dansko natural arch. This footbed is also made of the I'm green bio-based carbon negative EVA. But so now we were able to combine a love for the environment and a desire to do things a little bit better with what was going on and what our consumers were asking us for from a trend standpoint. The introduction of cane was so good that we knew we were onto something. And so we have added for this coming spring, 2022, the Candy. The Candy is a cute little slip-on sandal, great for the beach or the pool or wherever you're going to wear it. It still has Dansko natural arch in it, and it is also made of that I'm green material, which is over 50% bio-based carbon negative EVA. So we could take what we learned from cane about sustainability and the importance of what you put into your footwear and expand it now into a sandal. And I'm going to give you a little peek behind the curtain. What else can we do with this sustainable? Well, for fall of 2022, we will have rain boots that are made of this same I'm green bio-based carbon negative 50%, a little over 50% actually, bio-based carbon negative EVA. So a really exciting way for us to evolve. Just as we evolved from the professional clog into all the other categories of footwear and even a fun, cozy wool clog, we are able to expand from a clog to a sandal and now to a rain boot, coming up to a rain boot. Any questions, Mary Beth, about the sustainability story?
I think that we had popped up a slide just so everyone saw, and we'll be able to supply that to all the attendees as well, that broke down the technology in the EVA. I did have one quick question, just back to the Lucy.
Yeah.
Now, can those be worn outdoor as well?
Absolutely.
Great.
The outsole is designed to be able to be worn, on any surface conditions, out for a walk with your dog. That's how I use mine, or to the grocery store, anything that you want to do, and it is durable and supportive enough to be worn outdoors.
Great.
So, and I also wanted to say one more thing when I'm talking about the sustainability story. So this is called Candy, and the boot is called Carmel. And that's because the key ingredient to making this bio-based material is sugarcane. So we thought we'd have a little bit of fun and keep that sugar theme woven into the names of the shoes. So just a little fun. I mentioned that we talk to our consumers a lot and we listen to them and we try to hear what is it that they're doing and what is it that they need. We heard from a lot of our consumers about 6 years ago that they wanted something more rugged outdoors that they could wear, that they couldn't, if they were going for a hike or maybe going bird watching or even travel. For some of them, the clog wasn't exactly what they needed. So we took that challenge and we introduced a shoe called the Paisley. The Paisley is 100% waterproof, Vibram outsole, amazing outdoor shoe with, again, that support that the consumer expects from Dansko, with the arch, with a little waffle in here that makes it a little bit more shock absorbing. The toe room to wiggle your toes, because we know that that's how healthy feet stay healthy, is that the toes can move around and breathe. The Paisley has been a phenomenal part of our line, and it opened us up to understanding a little bit more about what she does when she's not working. What does she like to do in her spare time or for her fitness activity? Outdoor walking, outdoor hiking, bird watching, those things came up. The other thing that came up was true fitness walking. She that's how she gets her heart going. That's how she, burns her calories, gets in her steps, however way she is monitoring her fitness activity. Walking is her activity of choice. So we took that as a real challenge. What did we learn from the Paisley? What did we learn from the professional clog? And what did we learn from our customer so that we could create the best walking shoe on the market? Voila, the Pace. The Pace was introduced in January of 2021, and it incorporates the elements that we know make Dansko special, but also the elements that you need when you are truly walking for fitness. So besides being a really good looking shoe, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the insole because it has a big story of its own. I've shown you the Dansko Natural Arch in the Lucy, in the Cane, in the Paisley. The Pace walking shoe has Dansko Natural Arch Plus. So it has that arch support, but then it has a cup that goes around the heel. What does this do? This provides lateral and medial support for the heel. So it keeps you from sort of coming off the side of the shoe or coming off the back, keeps your heel really well established in the base of the shoe. We also put extra padding in the heel strike area because as you walk, your heel comes down in a harder way than it does in your normal activities throughout the day. So we wanted to make sure that that heel got that extra cushioning. And the last thing in the insole is the Propel pad. The Propel pad sort of duplicates the rocker motion that we have in the professional clog, and it allows the foot to move in a way that it actually encourages acceleration. So the footbed alone is a fabulous story. But we also, we wanted it to look great, and we wanted the entire shoe to have all of the functional performance attributes that a walking shoe needs. So we have EVA in the midsole, which is really soft and cushiony, but also very flexible. We have rubber outsoles because those are grippy and durable. It's not something that you want when you're out walking. You want to make sure that the shoe is going to last a while because it's an investment. So we're really proud of the Pace because we listened to what our consumer was telling us was a priority in her life, and we were able to meet her on her walking trail. We are adding to the Pace collection with the Penny coming up for fall, which allows a bungee cord, which is a little bit set it and forget it, as people like to say. So you kind of make the sneaker into a slip-on. And very exciting for this spring, we have Ravello. Ravello is, look at it. It looks like a sandal made on the Pace outsole, and it is. It also has extra cushioning in the heel for that heel strike. It does have a Propel pad built into the midsole and that Dansko Natural Arch. So again, she likes to walk, and she likes to walk in the summertime also. So we give her 2 or 3 actually now options of how she wants to take a walk. One of the most important things about the way that Dansko builds our business is this consumer input. And so we will continue to expand what we offer based on the feedback that we receive from the consumer about what her favorite way to wear Dansko is. And also, if she has a hole in her closet that we haven't filled yet, we want to know about it. So we're always open to sort of new avenues and new ideas.
Thanks, Kitty. Could you share with everyone the distribution for Dansko?
So Dansko is distributed online, Dansko.com, Zappos, Amazon. We also have a very strong bricks and mortar presence with premium independent retailers throughout the country. We have a little bit of department store distribution, specifically at Nordstrom and Dillard's, but we are not broadly distributed in the department store channel. The other fun thing is we have accounts like Shields, which is a really cool outdoor store, and they do phenomenally well with the brand. So we have a little bit of an outdoor element, but if you're really looking for the breadth of the brand, the best option is online or at your independent comfort footwear store in whatever town you live in.
Perfect. Thank you. Okay, well, for any follow-up requests, media can, of course, go on the website for the Outside Jam Media Summit and fill out the form there for any requests. And now I'm going to pass it on over to the National Forest Foundation. Erin is going to kick it off.
Thanks, Mary Beth, and thanks, Kitty. Erin Wire here with Outside PR, for those of you who don't know me, and I am excited to be joined today by the National Forest Foundation. Colleen